The next few minutes, we'll be looking at angles by various bodies. In fact, the Christian Association of Nigeria still released a statement yesterday. We'll be looking at all of that. But then this whole conversation again came to the front burner recently when U.S. Senator Ted Cruz renewed his push for legislative action against Nigerian officials accused of involvement in religious persecution. And in a post on his official X handle, Cruz wrote, and I quote, "Enough is enough. Congress should move my Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Bill to push back against the Nigerian officials behind these atrocities." The proposed legislation, which the Texas lawmaker has championed in previous congressional sessions, seek to impose targeted sanctions on individuals and entities found responsible for violations of religious freedom in Nigeria. And a journalist as well, Bill Maher, also spoke about this, which is also bringing this particular issue to public attention.
What's going on in Nigeria? Your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
That was Bill Maher speaking there. And joining us this morning to provide some insight into this issue, we have the Public Relations Officer, or the Public Secretary of the Southern Kaduna People's Union. That's talking about Luka Biniat, who is also a journalist himself. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us, Luka. It's good to have you join us on Super FM.
Yeah, thank you very much. But I need to make one very serious observation.
Okay.
I am now the spokesman of the Middle Belt Forum.
Oh, interesting.
Southern Kaduna is part of the Middle Belt Forum. So I am the spokesman of the entire ethnic groups in northern Nigeria that are not Hausa, Fulani, or Kanuri.
Okay.
So that's my new role now. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And that means you are it's even more germane to the conversation we're having this morning. So let's get to it. What are your thoughts about, because there's been several rebuters from the federal government, from Murik. In fact, the Sultan of Sokoto was still speaking about the same issue yesterday, saying that these allegations of a Christian genocide in the North are far-fetched and not true. So how do you react to this?
Well, it's unfortunate that Nigerians seem to be, getting to know the reality on ground. But let me start by actually explaining what the Middle Belt is. The Middle Belt is made up of all the ethnic nationalities in northern Nigeria plus Abuja that are not Hausa, Kanuri, or Fulani. So if you are not one of these, then you belong to the Middle Belt, and so that means that of people in the so-called North, and we are scattered in 14 states of northern Nigeria plus Abuja. Let me start by diving back into history so that people will understand where we are today. The Kanuri Empire, Kanem Borno, were the first to accept Islam in the 11th century. So right from 11th century, the Kanuri people started waging jihad against the tribal people that are west and south of Kanem Borno Empire. These are the Margi, the Kilba, the Chibok people, and the rest. But they never really got successful. It reached its peak in around 1532 to 1675 during the reign of one Idris Aloma, who carried out very savage attacks on this community. Managed to, force a few number of the tribal groups there into Islam. But by and large, they didn't succeed. Now, what is going on among Boko Haram and ISWAP is that there's a renaissance of the old Kanuri jihad against these people in the northeast. And it is the same with the Fulani herdsmen. It's a renaissance of the Usman Dan Fodio jihad, which is relatively recent anyway, 1804 to 1810. So there is a reawakening of two types of jihad. And people should note that when we say that there is genocide against Christians, the truth is that the Fulanis, just as Usman Dan Fodio did not exempt the Hausas who were Muslims. He didn't regard them as, true Muslims. So he also carried out very savage attacks on them, killed their kings, and replaced them with his people. It's the same thing that is happening today. The Hausas, the Fulanis, are not discriminating against the Hausas and the Muslims who are Hausas and those who are also non-Muslim but of tribal groups. Now, the ethnic nationalities of the Middle Belt are largely Christians. What is genocide after all? Genocide is a selective massacre, elimination of an ethnic groups or a set of people based on their ideology or their beliefs in a selective manner. So the pattern of violence in the northwest, central Nigeria, and in the northeast fits exactly that pattern. I am a journalist and I've covered a lot of this violence from Kebbi, southern Kebbi, to southern Kaduna, to southern Borno, where if Boko Haram, for example, attacked a village, if a family has Muslims, the Muslims are spared and the Christians are killed. So it is like that in southern Kaduna, it is like that everywhere. More churches, more clergy, Christian clergy have been kidnapped and killed in a manner that will horrify you. So what is going on today is a reality. There's actually a genocide against the Christians in northern Nigeria. That's very true.
But what about the pattern of these attacks? Because if Boko Haram sets off a bomb somewhere, for instance, the bomb doesn't discriminate between Christian or Muslim or traditional religion worshipper, or if a mass attack is going on. So what about the pattern of these attacks, has made you believe that it is targeted at Christians especially?
When Boko Haram was bombing areas, how many mosques did they bomb? Have you forgotten the Christmas bombing in Madala in Niger State, where a Catholic church was bombed? Have you forgotten how an Ekwa church was bombed in Kaduna? So most of the bombs that were detonated by Boko Haram was aimed at Christians. When they targeted the United States Embassy, why didn't they go to Saudi Arabia, Saudi Embassy? That they planted it somewhere in the public, yes, that one is to cause a sense of terror, to assert the fact that, yes, they are still on ground, they are still active, and that they could hit anywhere. But their primary aim of Boko Haram was to eliminate Christians. So there is nothing to argue about it. How many mosques have been destroyed in the northeast? It is churches that are being sacked. How many Muslim girls were kidnapped in large numbers in the northeast? It is Christian girls. It's the same thing with what the Fulani herdsmen are doing. Churches are bombed, clergymen are kidnapped, non-Muslims are kidnapped and brutalized. The major aim of these terrorists is to spread terror among Christians and take over their lands. As I speak to you now, in southern Kaduna, the herdsmen have captured over 6,000 square kilometers. That's about the size, if not larger than Abia State. They are ungovernable spaces. I was just back from Benue last week, where one of my colleagues came from the UK, and we were able to tour some local governments in Benue State. You need to see how these Fulani people have taken over large swaths of land of Botif, Idoma, and Agatu, and they have made them their permanent enclaves. They are all Christian territories. There is no doubt about that. So whoever is trying to claim that because some Muslims were killed, that there is no genocide, it's nonsense. The major target of the Fulani herdsmen and ISWAP and Boko Haram and their allied terror groups are Christians. They are their major targets. So there is targeted genocide against Christians. It can be empirically established, and we have some of the records. So there is nothing to say that because they carried out bombings in public places. Most of the 95% of their bombings of Boko Haram has been targeted at churches and Christian communities.
Just to let you know that we are streaming live on Facebook. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, head to Facebook and search for Super FM Lagos, Super FM 92.7 FM Lagos. You'll find us there. The same on YouTube as well. We're also streaming on YouTube at the moment. Just go to YouTube and search for Super FM 92.7. You find us there. So the scale of these attacks, the numbers especially, do you think it qualifies to be regarded as a genocide?
It's not necessarily the number, it is the intention, it is the goal, it is the idea behind it. If you target a select people for elimination, even if it is a community of 50 people, and you willingly, created and tailored violence in order to remove them, that is genocide. So it doesn't matter. But even at that, the number of casualties that the Christians have incurred 2010 till date is in hundreds of thousands. The federal government has refused to keep a detailed data about the atrocities. Does not remove the fact that hundreds of thousands of Christians, the number of churches are in thousands. These are in hundreds of thousands. Number of communities that have been displaced are also in thousands. In southern Kaduna, for example, not less than 245 communities have been captured by these people. In Plateau State, the number might probably be more. In Benue State, at least 3 local governments have almost totally, and all the communities have a data on this massacre. So the aim of it, the tailored aim of this violence is aim at Christians to remove them. So it doesn't matter the number; it is the ideology behind it that is more important. The special advisor to the president on media and policy communication, Daniel Boala, was speaking, and I'll quote part of what he said. He said, "Anybody who believes in research will look at the methodology. That report's data, that's the report he said is being relied upon to make some of these claims. The report's data came from local media, NGOs, and unnamed development partners who, ironically, were the ones that introduced the issue of religion into the study." And I also mentioned that the Sultan of Sokoto, also speaking at a fora yesterday, also spoke about how Christians and Muslims have lived together peacefully in the north for a long time, and that just people who are trying to stoke religious tensions are the ones, coming up with these sentiments. Mr. Boala is somebody that he's not a man of honor. He's not, so whatever he says cannot be taken seriously. It is very disgraceful that where he comes from, is also greatly affected by this wickedness. Nobody is saying that Muslims are waging wars against Christians. But we are saying that there are bands of Muslims who have an ideology to eliminate Christians. And we are not also saying that there are no Muslims that are also victims of this. I explained to you. I said in the Fulani terrorists do not even regard Hausa Muslims as anything. They also attack them. So just because they attack them, and you need to come and see the kind of reawakening in Hausa communities. They are also crying genocide. So if the genocide against in Hausa land has not been, made so open, it's not our fault. But what we know as Christians, in northern Nigeria, is that there is clear agenda to eliminate us and replace our population. So Wala can keep saying what he cares, but the truth is that let there be. We want the United Nations to form out a committee and come out and carry a detailed investigation on our claims. So Wala cannot claim that there is no genocide. We are not, the Muslims of the North are not at war with the Christians of the North, but there are certain bands of terrorists who are out to wage serious war against Christians and the Muslims that they consider not pure enough. That is the thing on ground. So Wala does not have the honor. He's not somebody of integrity for his words to be taken serious.
All right, we're having a conversation this morning about claims of a Christian genocide in Nigeria. And I guess this morning is the spokesperson of the Middle Belt Forum, Mr. Luka Biniat. We'll get to the phone lines shortly. But first, let's also look at what Bishop Kuka, the Catholic of Sokoto Diocese, said yesterday. He urged the United States not to redesignate Nigeria as a country of particular concern over religious freedom. He warned that such a move would hurt ongoing efforts to promote dialogue, national healing, and interfaith understanding under the Tinubu administration. So I'm not sure if you've seen this report, but if you have, I would like to ask your thoughts that this call for the U.S. to redesignate Nigeria without ongoing efforts to promote dialogue. What do you know about these ongoing efforts that Bishop Kuka is referring to, and what are your thoughts generally about the statement he made yesterday?
Bishop Kuka is my uncle, and I have great respect for him. But on this matter, I disagree with him. You see, Bishop Kuka belonged to a clique, of Hausa, of Christian and Muslim elite that call themselves interfaith dialogue. They always sit down among themselves to speak big English and create this semblance of harmony among themselves, but they are not in touch with the reality on ground. What kind of dialogue? Dialogue with who? Dialogue with the terrorists or with the victims? Like I said, the Muslims of the North are not at war with the Christians of the North. So who are you going to have the dialogue with? The Sultan of Sokoto is in that group. Kaigama Bishop Kaigama of Plateau State is in that group, and a host of elite Christians and high-ranking Muslim elites are in that group. They are not going to, and they have very large fundings, international fundings for that matter. In fact, part of the reason why the Kuka Foundation was to promote this kind of, conversation that, we need to talk to ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves on what? You just sit down as big men, drink tea, speak big English. In the end of it, you go away. How many communities have they visited? Have they tried to see if they can find out the terrorists and ask them, why are you doing this to our people? Or have they visited any of the communities that have been affected and say, look, we are sorry about what happened. This is how we can assist, and this is how to go about and survive. So it is just an elitist thing. It has no bearing on what is on ground. So we insist that the United Nations, and we encourage strong and United States Congress to bring back Nigeria into the list of countries of concern. We are the people that are on ground, and we know what we are going through. So what his take is not a reflection on the reality on ground. It's not, the opinion of the average, Christians or ethnic nationalities of northern Nigeria. that have come under the sword. It's not our own opinion at all.
So what assurances have you gotten from security agencies as regards this matter? And do you think that this renewed cause, that the government is going about it the wrong way? Because all that has been in the public domain is, the government trying to deny and all of that. Do you think that a different approach can and should be taken about this issue? Like you said, the Muslims in the north are not at war with the Christians in the north. So do you think that a different approach should be taken as against the one that the government seems to be taking on this matter?
Anyway, I missed you. I think you.
Okay.
Network,
yes, I said first. Yes, I said first. What assurances have you gotten from security agencies on this matter? And secondly, do you think that these renewed conversations around what is happening to the Christian community in the north, do you think that the government should be taking a different approach to it rather than the one that it's taking now, that looks like a lot of defense, a lot of trying to deny some of the things that you've talked about on the program this morning? Should the government be taking a different approach to this matter?
In fact, at the time, I keep wondering if Bola Ahmed Tinubu had an agreement with Major General Buhari retired that he will allow this wickedness to continue, on condition of supporting him. Because when you look at it, we wonder, we are literally at war with the Fulanis. Then you make the National Security Advisor a Fulani man. You make the Minister of Defense a Fulani man, who even has some issues in his state, where he has been linked with some of the terrorist, kingpins. And you have the Minister of State, also a Fulani man. And you can see the kind of contradictions that is going on in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Sokoto State, where bandits arrogantly parade high-caliber weapons, rocket launchers, including anti-aircraft guns. And they come in their hundreds on motorbike, storm inside cities, and are received by government officials. Where is the seriousness there? Clear targets that the military can swoop on and clear them? No. But they will even grant press statements and talk defiantly. So where is the seriousness of government there? And then you are calling them and you are giving them amnesty. In fact, Nasir El-Rufai, even though he was talking out of political, sagacity, that some of the bandits are under payroll of government. It's the same thing in the Northeast. Buhari started it, where you call some terrorists, those who have murdered people, those who have displaced people, those who have carried out crimes against humanity. You are calling them repentant Boko Haram. And you give them houses, build houses for them, including the girls that they have adopted and forced as their wives and impregnated them, raped them and impregnated them. You are giving them housing. Meanwhile, the hundreds of thousands, the millions that have been displaced are living under subhuman conditions. So government is absolutely not serious at all about this matter. We believe that if Ahmed Tinubu is serious, this thing can come to an end in under 3 months. But there is no political will to stop this thing at all. That is the reality on ground. All
right. Last week, the president met with senior advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump on Arab and African matters, Massad Boulous. And he said that he also dismissed some of these claims. But we'll listen to Boulous, and then we'll be back to take your submission, and then we'll open the phone lines. It's been buzzing. We'll open the phone lines so that people can also be a part of this conversation as well. Please stay with us. Mr. Biniat, please stay on the line. I'll be back after this.
No problem. I'm here.
Unfortunate, of course. Any incident, any loss of life is absolutely unfortunate. Those who know the terrain well know that terrorism has no color and no religion and no tribe. People of all religions and all tribes are dying as a result of terrorist acts. But it's very unfortunate. We even know that Boko Haram and ISIS are killing more Muslims than Christians. So people are suffering from all sorts of backgrounds. This is not specifically targeted about one group or the other. However, any loss of life is too many. One is too many, and we should work together in partnership to put an end to this. With regards to, there are other incidents that happen to be in the Middle Belt, for example, where farmers are located. Most of these farmers happen to be Christian, and some herdsmen are going through, and they have these incidents. But we definitely, it's not something that we can say is specifically targeted about a specific group. However, we must work together to put an end to this. The Nigerian government and the President Tinubu's administration have recently taken additional measures and put more resources in those areas. And we've seen some improvements in recent weeks. We appreciate those measures, and we definitely look forward to more of those. And we look forward to ending.
All right, that was senior advisor to U.S. President on Arab and African matters, Masad Bulus, speaking there after he met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, Mr. Biniyat, are you still there? Would you like to react before we get to the phone lines? I don't know if you caught part of that audio.
Sorry?
I don't know if you caught part of that audio that we played. If you like to react.
I didn't hear that audio.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just get to the phone lines then. And 070-569-00927 is the phone line to be a part of the program. You can also send a message to that number on WhatsApp as well, 070-569-00927. Let's take our first call for this segment. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Peter Osifo. I'm calling from Abanja, Nekotum.
Please go ahead, Mr. Osifo.
I listened to your guest. I strongly believe in his submission, 100%. He said the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Because he has been a journalist, and I think he's still a journalist, and he's there. He's among the people that are being persecuted at the moment. So, and then to support this argument, you'll find when the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, visited Benue State some few months ago, the Turkish came out to tell us that, in fact, it is the polarization of Benue and of the people that is going on. It's not that there is land grabbing, as it were. You understand? So, again, we believe that what the United States Congress said is true about Nigeria and about genocide, the religious genocide, especially Christian genocide, the way the Muslims are trying to wipe out many of the Christians in some parts of Nigeria, especially in the north, in the middle belt, side. So, but I would say that this thing did not start from Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. It started in 2009 during Jonathan's administration. So, and I will also say that I don't believe that it is because of the president, that is the Muslim ticket that is causing it. It has started a long time ago, where Boko Haram is saying that their own philosophy is against, maybe civilization in Nigeria, and they believe that the Christians should be wiped out. Benue State, something that happened in Niger State, Ondo State, and in some other southern states. We protest this argument. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Osifo, for your contribution. Just to confirm, Mr. Biniyat, if you can hear the caller.
I couldn't hear well. I couldn't hear her very well. Please, can you help me just summarize
Okay, I think
what she said?
he agreed with many of your submission, but also said that some of these attacks date back as far back as 2009 during the Goodluck Jonathan era, and it didn't start under the Bola Ahmed administration. But I'll let you react, but let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're... Please turn off your radio set. Good morning.
This is Usman for Balade.
Please go ahead, Usman.
Yeah, I used to say this thing. All those APC supporters, they don't make sense. This that happened 2016, now we are still fighting all those people. They are telling me that 2009 started 2009. 2009 was Boko Haram. Now it's bad all over the state. See, my submission is say, if all those bad come to community, they don't separate Christian and Muslim. They kill anybody, their family. I don't suppose they are killing Christian. The other day, last month, the entire month go kill people with that month. Are they Christian? So I don't understand why they are killing only Christian. It's only Christian they are terrorists.
All right.
What the other village? What the other village? They cannot separate Christian. They kill everybody there. So the best for this government led by this APC led by Tinubu, let them tackle this thing. If they tackle this thing, because the down 2014, where Jonathan was for kill all the terrorists. This Buhari said Jonathan is killing our people. He said any attack against Boko Haram is attack for the north. Look at the government cost now.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Hello, good morning. Hello. Are you there? Good morning. All right, not ready to speak to us. Please call us back. Mr. Biniat, would you like to react? I don't know if you had the calls better now.
Well, I can hardly hear.
Oh, wow.
You know what the callers are saying. It sounds more like an echo.
Oh, okay. Let's take this call and try again.
You can attempt to
just hold on.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning. Hello. Oh my, we seem to be having challenges, but please call us back. 07056900927 is the line to call. The last caller said there were recent attacks on mosque in the north where people were observing prayers, were killed, and he said are those Christians, saying this attack does not exactly discriminate between Christians and Muslims. I know you've talked about that before, but that's the submission of the last caller. Let's try the phone lines again. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. My name is Samuel.
Where are you calling from, Samuel?
I'm calling you from Asheshe.
Please go ahead, Samuel.
Yes. Quickly, my brother. Talking about the issue this morning, I think what I want to say this morning, and I greet your guests this morning, what I want to say is that Nigerian government have to be very, very careful when they deal with the American people. The reason being that in everything you do with an American, they always think about America first, American interest first. You understand? We should not fall into these people's trap, because the person that raised that alarm or brought that issue up, what is his interest in Nigeria? Those are the questions that Nigerian government need to sit down and look at critically. You understand? Because somebody cannot just wake up one day and throw issue to us and we start beating around the bush, start fighting ourselves. You understand? We have to, and I'm blaming the government, because the government seems to do more of politics than even addressing the critical issue that they're supposed to address. You understand? So, and that audio that he just played, I think the man was just playing to gallery, because he doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria. You understand? It is Nigerian government that needs to come clean because the situation of things in Nigeria today looks like the government is playing to the gallery, because there is no sincerity of purpose when it comes to this issue of insecurity. You understand? So now you listen this morning when they are saying that DSS got a confidential report. And I ask this question: if the report is a confidential report when it comes to issue of security, how did it come public with the details? You understand? So those are the things that the government need to address, because when you call something confidential, so how did it come public that even all the media, the paper, the print, and the other media take details everything?
All right.
So you think these terrorists are maybe they don't read or what? I don't understand.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. You too can call us 07056900927. So let's take another call. Mr. Binya, please stay on the line. I'll come to you shortly.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Jide. I'm calling from Ojo.
Please go ahead, Jide.
Yeah, this is my very first time of getting to your station, and your guest that you brought, I don't know how we analyze issues. Terrorism is terrorism. It has no color and no religion. So I would be amazed and surprised when somebody is coming out and saying there's a massive attack to eliminate Christians. I don't understand. My own state, I'm from Kwara State. My own state has been attacked for how many times in the space of 6 months? How many times? Countless times. Were they targeted at Christians? It's absurd. Anybody that performed the act of terrorism should be dealt with. That's my own point. We must we politicize everything in this country? Must we bring religion? Must we bring political parties, affiliation, and stuff to any issue that we are talking about? Terrorism is terrorism. Anybody that commits the act of terrorism should be duly punished. If the government is unfit to curb the terrorism, they should hand over the government to a reliable government. It is absurd when people coming outside to say it is targeted at Christians, targeted at Muslims, targeted at terrorism is terrorism. Bad act is bad act. It has no other name, and they should curb it and as in punish anybody that perpetrates an act of terrorism duly. So I'm not too happy with the way your guest is analyzing the whole issue. And so if America comes tomorrow and say my household, the color of my house is black, when I have it white, I should believe them. Please, let's moderate issue very well and control. If we bring any guest, if he's speaking out of line, we should be able to correct them. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Jide, for your contribution. Well, Mr. Biniat, did you catch the last? No. Oh, you didn't?
Well, it's so unfortunate. Honestly, your visitor's voice is so slurry. I didn't make the last but one speaker was trying to be a bit clear, but I really didn't get to hear him much. Okay. Maybe you can.
Yes, he was saying that. Yes, he said he's not happy about the way you've gone speaking about the issue this morning. That is from Kwara State, and Kwara State has also been attacked in the last 1 month several times. That terrorism has no coloration, and that we should not bring ethnicism or politics into this kind of discussion. So, if you'd like to react to that.
What is politics or ethnicity in this?
Or religion?
I did say that even. Yes, if you listen to me very well, I did say that even the Hausas who are Muslims, are also victims of this barbarity. And the other caller rightly pointed out that 52 people were killed in a mosque. All of them were Hausa people. All of them that were in that mosque were killed by Fulanis, and they are Hausa people. And that's why I said when it comes to the Fulanis jihad, as far as we are concerned, they do not discriminate between Muslims who are not Fulanis and other ethnic groups. So there is nothing like politics on. People are being killed every day. Communities are being displaced every day. People are being injured every day. Why should I be timid to mention out this crime? We cannot shy away from this truth just because we want to be politically correct. There is an issue on ground, and it is, in fact, a government is formed primarily to protect lives and property. Building road, building school, and all that is by the way. The major reason why government is formed is to protect lives and property. And if it fails on that responsibility, that government has failed. And that is what we are pointing at. We are saying this government is not serious. Of course, the problem did not start today, but the man came on the promise of solving this matter, but he doesn't seem to be succeeding. I'm talking about the president. So there is nothing like ethnicizing it or politicizing it. That is it. That is the reality on ground.
All right, 070-569-00927. That's the phone line and also the WhatsApp line. You can also send your message to the Facebook live stream, Super FM 92.7 FM, Lagos. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Peter from Agro.
Please go ahead, Peter.
Actually, it's really regrettable what have befallen our country. But I would like to take it from the side of the government by staging what I call fake romance in the approach towards insecurity we have in the country. So is it that the U.S. should now come and tell us what is happening here? Even though during the last administration of the Biden as the president, that every day, or other allegations were made that the U.S. were sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria. Now, are they bringing to indirectly bring another edge of benefit for the government? I, for one, would say the time Jonathan, as number one citizen of the country, came out and proclaimed that the new people in government sponsoring Boko Haram, he would have called stakeholder elimination, traditional rulers, to bring out the legislation to that. That failing, Nigeria is a member of many international communities. We can beckon on them to assist us if our own effort have failed us. But the government is facing everything, blind politics. Whether Nigerian is a Muslim, a Christian, is a Nigerian citizen, and deserves right to protection of life. First of all,
right.
That the government put more effort and call on the citizens, women Nigerians, to assist when necessary if they have failed. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. We can still take some additional calls before we take parting shots and even ask Mr. Biniat, how can this issue even be resolved? Because it's a recurring issue. It's been happening for years now, and we need to, start to look at solutions. But let's get back to the phone lines now. Good morning to you. Good morning. We're struggling to hear you. Good morning. It looks like a network challenge. Maybe you can step away from where you are right now. Good morning. Okay, you may have to call us back. We can barely hear anything that you're saying. So, Mr. Biniat, what will amount to a solution in this regard? You've spoken about how the purpose of government is first the protection of lives and property, but I'll take your response after this call. Good morning to you.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, we still have the same challenge. You can call any of the lines if you like to contribute. We have this message on WhatsApp. I'll get to it after this call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Please turn off your radio set. Good morning.
This is the last Adam.
Your radio set is still on. Please switch it off or move away from it or turn it down entirely. Let's try again. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Your name and where you're calling from. We can hear you.
Okay, this is the last Adam. The last Adam.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, please go ahead.
Your analyst is said the right thing that is actually happening. I agreed with him 100%. But you see, this our Tinubu regime. He doesn't know that he has a lot of Boko Haram people, Boko Haram supporters among his cabinet.
Oh no, those are allegations we can't allow to go on air. If you cannot substantiate anything, then we should not be saying them, and especially not on not on radio. So please, if you like to call, please let's make sure that we stick with the facts of the matter at hand. Let's get back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? You are not very clear. It also seems like a network problem. So maybe you can just move away from where you are currently, and let's see if the network allows us to take your contribution.
Okay, my name is Victor, calling from Yaba.
Victor from Yaba, I'm sorry, you may have to call us back. We can barely hear you. Your voice just seems scrambled somewhat. Okay, okay, let me take that message now. Okay, we have another call. Okay, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling
my name is Olayemi Jim. I'm calling from Mapapa.
Please go ahead, Olayemi.
Okay, this issue of Boko Haram and bandits that we are talking. To me, I believe government has a hand in it, because these issues also are able to be resolved before this time. I think this thing started from the Jonathan regime up to this moment. And when these people are coming in, they say they go to eradicate Boko Haram and bandits up to now. So people accusing government that they are killing Christians. So to me, I believe because what happened in Kaduna and Jos is Christians that kill most, not a Muslim. So we should not say maybe.
Come again. I didn't get that.
What happened in Kaduna some years back is Christians. They kill Christians. Mostly every week they kill Christians. Just too, the same thing. Christian. So this issue of bandits, to me, is out of hand. So people that accuse government on it, that is what happened. What is happening in Nigeria? That is what is they said on the air.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's get to the other line. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm coming from Oshedi Solo. My name is Daniel.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to say that this is analyzing measure Northeast and in Borno State. So in Borno State, where the Bama, where the Gamboru Gala, so all those ones, there is no Christian there. Okay? Hello?
With you, go ahead. Go ahead with your
contribution. There's no Christian there. So Boko Haram or other Fulani, they are not looking for Christian or Muslim. So anytime where you want to explanation for everything, so say what you see and say what you see. So I even from Kaduna North. So even whether it's from Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, Christopher Musa, you come out and say that he's pointing of Minister of Defense is a Fulani and Minister of State is a Fulani. May go ask indigenous of Badaru. So whether it's Fulani or it's not Fulani. So when you are saying that, don't be look at one side. Come out as in your journalist and say what is happening in Nigeria. And don't put politics for what is happening in Nigeria. So Christian and Muslim work together. And where you are working in your office now, there's Muslim, there's Christian. So we support look for that and make peace in our country.
All right.
And he's saying, and he's making some commission that during with Madam Hodio and all those things where he's saying that. No, he's a journalist. Even a primary person cannot speak this still what happened in Nigeria. And he even challenged him. So in the southern Borno or Borno East, is there no any Muslim there? So when you go to the southern Borno, the local government and some area, they have Christian, they have Muslim. So those people do not care about Muslim and Christian.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. So, Mr. Abiniad, let's take... unfortunately, I don't know if you had the last set of callers, but if you did, I would like to take your response and also take your parting shot this morning.
Okay. All right. I thought you asked me what do I think is the solution?
Yes, absolutely.
You see, the solution is very, very simple, very, very easy. The Constitution of Nigeria says that, everybody has a right to life and everybody has a right to self-defense. And if you say I have a right to self-defense, it means if I must defend myself against somebody with AK-47, I'm not supposed to carry a stick or a knife. I'm also supposed to have the equivalent of an AK-47. If this government is serious about stopping this matter, it's to bring in volunteers, the millions of teaming youths that we have, give them minimum weapons in their thousands, give them, some military discipline, bring somebody either in the DSS or in the army that will supervise them, and then unleash them against these people. It's as easy as that. Because it's clear that government, the military,
is that like
the police,
is that like a civilian JTF? Is that like a civilian JTF?
You clear these people under a month. That's all.
Is that like a civilian JTF you're calling for?
They are too few. How many are they? In fact, some of them, like I said, volunteers. They don't even want to be paid. Just give them stipends to eat food and drink water. It's their community. They are ready to stake their lives to defend their communities. But in a situation where some of these youths manage to buy then guns to defend themselves, the military will swoop in, arrest them, confiscate the weapons, and even prosecute them. When during the reign of El-Rufai, a lot of our boys were arrested and detained because they were found with, some weapons trying to defend themselves. So if government is serious, equip these volunteers, train them, find a way of controlling their use of guns, and then let them be in their tens of thousands, and then let them enter these bushes. They will get these people out.
All right.
But it has become more of a business on the part of the generals that this thing continues. It is good business for them as long as the violence continues. That's what I believe.
All right. I would like to thank you, Mr. Luka Biniat, spokesperson of the Middle Belt Forum. Thank you for joining us on Spotlight this morning.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
All right, and what's up? Michael said, good morning. The caller from Kwara State obviously didn't listen from the beginning. Your guest did say that the killing spread across all religion and is being on point in all his submissions. The only way out is for them to stand up and defend themselves, because waiting for the government to protect them might be an endless wait. Well, that's how we draw the curtains this morning. Don't forget to join Michael Inyang in the evening at 7:30 on Politics Now. My name is Boyega Olani. Thank you very much for joining our conversation this morning.